And Jesus sent his disciples out with his peace. And I'll just read these to you. John 14:27. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give to you. It's not as the world gives to you. What does his peace look like? Look at the end of the verse. Let not your heart be troubled. We are supposed to walk through the minefields of life in front of the general's jeep, not troubled. Neither, look at verse 27, neither let it be afraid. You say, you're crazy. That's impossible. Yes. And people will see that that's impossible. And they'll say, how is it possible for you to do this? You say, it's not me. It's not I, as Paul said, but what? Christ living in me. He is my peace. He is my joy. He is my hope. You understand? It isn't that we're supposed to try real hard and for a millisecond have peace. We have it. We just have to yield to the one who gives it to us, and it will flow out of us. And keep reading. 16. Turn over the page. John 16 and verse 33. These things have I spoken unto you, that in me you may have peace. See, I talked about 2 weeks ago. It's a river. Jesus is a river of peace. If we're in the river with him, we're covered with peace. If we crawl out on the bank, we don't have it. Notice, look what he says. In me you may have peace. In the world you'll have tribulation. Be of good cheer. I've overcome the world. He said, just because you're having my peace doesn't mean there isn't tribulation all around you. It's just you have the detachment from the tribulation of it infecting you and puncturing and causing lockjaw. Okay, keep going to chapter 20. So almost the end of the book. Look what Jesus said. The same day at evening, being the first day of the week, the doors were shut where the disciples were assembled for fear. Bad news, fear. And Jesus came and stood in the midst of them and said, peace be with you. Jesus looks for fear in our lives, and he comes and says, don't fear. Let my peace be with you. You shouldn't be given in to fear and being troubled and anxious and anxiety and worry. Keep going down to verse 21. So Jesus said to them again, peace to you. As the Father has sent me, I send you. You're going out into the dump, and I want you to go strapped with my peace. And keep going to verse 26, same chapter, John 20:26. And after 8 days, the disciples were again inside. They're always locking themselves in the room. They were supposed to be out spreading the gospel, and they were hiding and locking in the room. And Thomas, doubting Thomas, is with them. And Jesus came, the doors being shut, and he stood in their midst. And he said, I want you to have my peace. I want to solve your doubts. I want to solve your fears. I want to solve your troubled hearts. I want to give you my peace. Just respond to me. And how do we get that peace? The whole book of Romans is about that. Look at all those verses. So Christ's promised peace changes us. How does it change us? It's supposed to rule our hearts. It's supposed to be the rule of my life, kind of the rule of thumb. It's just the way we do stuff around here. His promised peace is supposed to run the show in my life. That no matter what happens, I'm kept by him through his Spirit in perfect peace.